From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. The weather was clear and the plane was full when a U.S. Air Shuttle flight took off from Charlotte, North Carolina this morning. But in a heartbeat, everything went wrong, and the small plane crashed, killing all on board. NBC's Robert Hager is at the crash site in Charlotte tonight. Robert, what's the latest there?
Tom, it was something that happened just after the plane took off, but tonight we don't know what. The plane first pitched up at a steep angle, then it stalled, which really means it lost its airlift and fell violently to earth. In those brief seconds, the captain got off a distress call, but she didn't say what the problem was. This is what it looked like in those early moments of fierce fuel fire and thick smoke billowing up, blackening soil and a maintenance hangar the plane grazed on the way in. Rescue workers were on scene within moments, but all 21 aboard died instantly. The flight was supposed to be short, Charlotte to the Spartanburg-Greenville Airport in South Carolina. The Beechcraft 1900 taxied routinely with a full load of passengers, mostly business people. It took off normally at first, but got only several hundred feet in the air before it all went wrong. It pointed up first, then tipped over and plunged down out of control. The National Transportation Safety Board's John Golia.
One of the crew members declared an emergency, said we have an emergency.
Obviously, nobody likes to be involved in recovery operations, especially after an aircraft accident or any incident for that matter, but it's what we do. Our technical training with survey instruments and with positioning systems allows us the background to be able to get out and get that done quickly. What we did is we basically conducted 3 surveys. One was initially with the National Transportation Safety Board crash investigators, where they picked out specific parts that they felt were important. And what we do is we log those parts. The instrument will actually go out, and you saw the prism out in the field. It'll actually send an electronic signal and record where that spot is in relation to some other points. Then we conducted one for the FBI as they started recording all the parts. Then we started working with a medical examiner to, unfortunately, to document where all the other remains may be. And so our job after an incident, especially an aircraft accident, is to go out to the site, set up our survey instrument, and record every piece of information that needs to be recorded. And that may be airplane parts, it may be skid marks, it may be remains, whatever either the investigators, the FBI, or the NTSB may need. They tag it, we record it 3-dimensionally so that we basically can recreate the crime scene, or excuse me, the accident scene. But the real work is back here in the office. We can actually take the faceplate off that instrument, bring it in here, hook it up to our computer, and download that information. We use a software program that's made for the instrument, that we can download the information, we can convert the information to the format we need, and we save it, and then we can simply bring it up into our drafting software. And yesterday and all, we shot about 75 to 100 points. So here they are. And so all we simply do is we just recreate the baseline that we established out in the field, and we can take that, change the color on it, and then what we do is we can simply copy that, hit a copy. We can go to a copy of the base drawing. Here's the base drawing. Here's the air guard base right in here, and if we zoom in, so we pick a number like 999, that's where we set up. And then we'll go back and verify. This has 2 point numbers sitting on top of each other. You can see they're really close together. The reason we do that is we got to close our survey when we're done to make sure we're back on the same points. So we'll actually shoot these points in reality about 6 times to make sure we're on the same points. We're able to turn, we basically turn 360 degrees around. As long as something is not obstructing our vision and we can see the prism on the other end, then we can shoot it. And so every time they pick a piece up, they'll number it, catalog it, and we'll give it a point number. And we'll record that point 3D where it goes. And so what used to take us with a tape measure and just line of sight and triangulation, it used to take us 3 days to do a survey like that. We can do in a few hours now.
So what was it that went wrong? Well, investigators will look at how the plane took off. Was it going fast enough? Was it angled right? They'll look at weight. It wasn't believed to be overloaded, but they'll look at how that weight was distributed. And the engines, too. Could there have been a failure? But with both recorders headed for Washington for analysis now, we may get some quick answers here. Tom?
Thanks very much, NBC's Robert Hager tonight.